Hello, my name is Jamie Gutchick. I am one of the chairs for the Fire Science Technology program at Pikes Peak Community College. In addition, I am the director of the Cpat at Pikes Peak Community College as well. I'd like to spend a few minutes and go through our Cpat website and registration process, as well as some rules that you must follow during registration and the time of your Cpat. First of all, to get to our Cpat website, there's two ways. You can come to the Pikes Peak Community College website and in the search bar, type in Cpat. And down here under the web results, you'll see Cpat, click on that, and that gets you to our website. Additionally, the web address is www.ppcc.edu/Cpat. So two ways to get to our website for information as well as registration. So as we walk through this website, this first section here is just some background information on the Cpat itself. Here you'll see three important notes that we'd like to draw your attention to. First of all, Cpat registration for the entire 2021 calendar year is open. We're going to have Cpat events that run from May until October. You will see as we go through the schedule and look at the different sessions, our final test for 2021 is the first week of October. We will not be holding any other events after that final test. So we will not have any Cpats in the rest of October, November, or December. We will not pick back up again until May of 2022. If you need any information or you have any questions in regards to the Cpat, I am your point of contact, and email is the best way to get a hold of me. Here's my email address right here. Please do not contact anybody at Pikes Peak Community College in regards to the Cpat. I am your only point of contact at the college. You're going to see this clothing guidelines here in a couple different places because it's very important that you follow these rules. You must wear long pants and appropriate footwear when you're doing the Cpat. Whether it's a practice or test date, you must have long pants and footwear with no open heel or toe. If you show up in shorts and flops, you're going to get turned around until you come back with appropriate attire. There's a Walmart across the street, so if you need to go buy a pair of sweatpants and a pair of shoes, you can do that. But we're not going to wait for you. So if you're one of the candidates that's going towards the end of the day and you show up without pants or appropriate footwear and you run across the street, come back and we're gone, we're gone. All right, let's just kind of page through some other information that's on this website. Here's some information in regards to qualifications, fees, and so forth. So you must be 18 years old. When you show up for a Cpat practice or test, you need to have a government issued ID. And again, another warning or reminder to wear long pants and appropriate footwear. The cost of the Cpat at Pikes Peak Community College is $135. This includes your choice of an orientation, up to 2 practice dates, and a test date. Your fee will be paid when you register online, and we'll get to that towards the end of this video. Let me talk really quickly about the orientations, the practices, and the test. Within each session, there are 2 orientation dates, 2 practice dates, and 1 test date. You can choose to attend one or none of the orientations. You do not need to attend both orientation sessions. All information that's given out in an orientation is duplicated in the other orientation within that session. So again, if you want to attend an orientation, and we do suggest it, especially if this is your first time taking the Cpat, only choose one of the orientation dates within the session. For the practice dates, again, within one session, you will see 2 practice dates to choose from. Practice dates are not required, so you can choose to attend none You can choose to attend one of them, or you can choose to attend both of them. If you pass during a practice date, you will receive your certificate that day, and you do not have to return for the other practice or the test date itself. Then the last item is the test date itself. Let's talk a little bit about refunds. Okay, we will issue you a refund as long as you notify me via email 10 business days prior to your first Cpat date. So what does that mean? If you sign up for an orientation and you notify me 3 days before that orientation that you would like a refund will not be issued to you. If you decide not to attend an orientation, or if you choose not to select an orientation to attend, and you decide you're going to come for your first event for practice 2 of that session, your notification for a refund has to be 10 days prior to whatever you registered for first, whether it's an orientation, practice, or test. Orientations. These we talk about what the Cpat is, what you'll be doing, and some prep work you can do for running your Cpat event. Due to the pandemic, we have moved these orientations to an online setting, so you will not be showing up to the campus for your orientation. Again, for the orientations, you will see 2 dates within a session. You do not have to attend both, and you do not have to attend any if you don't like. Practice runs or practice dates. We offer 2 practices within 30 days of that official test date. Again, if you pass the Cpat during a practice, you will receive your certificate, and you do not have to attend the other practice if you selected it, nor the test date for that session. For a practice, you will report to the Cpat course, which we will talk about right now, where that's located. Our Cpat course is at our Centennial campus, which is at 5675 South Academy in Colorado Springs, 80906. It is near the intersection of South Academy and Interstate 25. As you enter the campus, there's a loop around the entire campus. As you start making that first left to make that loop, you'll see a fenced-in area on top of a hill. It's the northwest corner of the campus. That is our Cpat course. There's a parking lot just down the hill from that. You can park anywhere in that parking lot and walk up to the Cpat course for your practice. This is important. Most practices and tests start at 9 o'clock. That doesn't mean your report time is going to be at 9 o'clock for whatever you sign up for. Based on the number of candidates we have for that particular date, I will break you up into groups that report about every hour to hour and a half. Approximately 5 days prior to your event, whether it's a practice or a test, you will receive an email from me with your report time. I suggest that you do not report exactly on time, but give yourself some time to get to the campus and account for any possible delays. For a practice or a test, allow for 2 hours being on campus. You could be out of there really quickly, depending if you're one of the first one to take the Cpat, or you could be towards the end of the list of that report time group, but you should be out of there in no more than 2 hours. Okay, here is our schedule. Again, we have 5 different sessions for 2021. Within each session, there are 2 orientation dates, 2 practice dates, and a test date. Again, when you register, or whatever dates you choose has to be within a session. So you can't attend orientation 1 of session 1 and say attend practice 1 of session 2 and the test date of session 3. All dates that you select have to be within this session. So prior to going to the registration page, I would take a look at this and see which session you're going to choose based on the availability, and write down these dates so you know. So again, each session has 2 orientations, 2 practices, and a test to choose from. If you choose dates that are not within the same session, you're going to get an email from me saying you must choose dates within the same session and to let me know what dates you will be attending. Okay, as we scroll back up, let's go to the registration page. Okay, this is where you're going to select the dates you're wanting to attend, and then your payment information. The first thing that you have to fill out is this memo field. As it says right here, put your first name and last name in the memo box. For your orientation date and time, you will see session 1's orientations, or you can attend both. Session 2's orientations, or attend both, and so forth. Select whichever one you would like, and move on to selecting your practice date and time. Again, session 1, 2 options, or you can attend both. Session 2, 2 options, or attend both, and so forth. Again, don't select, since I selected session 2 for my orientation, then my practices have to be within session 2. For your test date and time, that's pretty self-explanatory. You're in session 2, so select session 2. Okay, add that information to the basket, and then fill out the appropriate information for payment. I hope that helps get everybody on the same page when it comes to our Cpat event and registration. Again, if you have any questions, please utilize my email address, which is jamie.gutchick@ppcc.edu. Thank you, and good luck to all of you.